I'm thinking maybe I should just spend a year doing nothing and just see what the balance sheet looks like at the end of the year. That might be helpful in sorting out like what exactly is going on in this game and with the money. Superstructure airport returns profit for this period is only. Look, the profit is 0.1% of the estimated value, whereas the taxes is like 10% of the value. Hold on, wait a minute. Total capital is 19 billion. Taxes was like 9 billion. Maybe it's like 5%. Maybe the property tax is like 5% of your capital or something crazy like that. But even so, that would mean that, you know, the your profit for a year would have to be 5% of the value for this to make sense, wouldn't it? Otherwise, you're paying more in taxes than you're getting back in profits, in which case none of this stuff is profitable. Is that how it works? I think it is. But we're only halfway through the year. We're only halfway through the year. But I think the airport is definitely not profitable. Can I do anything with the airport? Probably not. Maybe just sell the airport. So 6, 12... Yeah, so none of this stuff is actually profitable. If the taxes are really that high... So here, like... Profit for the period is 42 million. Estimated value is 331 million, so that's actually worth it? I don't know what the hell is happening there. That's like in the middle of nowhere. 14, yeah, so the station concourses. See that one? I guess it is profitable, but barely. I don't think any of the other subsidiaries are actually profitable, guys. This one's not, look at that. 1.2 million and an estimated value 18 million? Huh. I wonder if I'll be happier just selling all the properties. Maybe I should. Port, city data 67.48 on the leisure. The city is growing quite well by itself, just leave that alone. Market shares, real estate. Alright, so in December, I'm just gonna sell all the subsidiaries, I think. Because it's getting a bit ridiculous. How much money do I make from them? Like, I make a lot of money from them, but then I have to pay it back in taxes. Maybe I just save the game before I do that. Maybe I will save the game before I do that. Like, look, I just made like $4.5 million a day on the subsidiaries. But it's like $2 million a day, because it's, you know, it's like one day on, one day off. So if it's $2 million a day, in a year I get 700 million, but I have to pay $1 billion in taxes. I'm losing money on them. But then I'm paying taxes not on just the subsidiaries. I'm paying taxes on facilities as well, and I don't know where that 10 billion comes from in the facilities appraisal. The subsidiary of appraisal is only $5 billion. Alright, when we hit December, I'm gonna save the game, sell all the subsidiaries, and then see what the property tax is once January rolls around. And then we'll decide whether or not we'll actually do that. But aside from that shenanigans, the city continues to grow. Alright, good. Market, share exchange, still pretty high prices. Reports. Stock sale returns, dividends and interest. Airport returns. So like airport appraisal is $740 million. Airport returns, airport costs. So airport profits is only 1 million. That is so bad. That is so bad. And I don't know if it's just because nobody lives near here, or if it's because the airport is just bad. Like, you can't really have buildings close to the airport anyway, so I don't understand how it would help otherwise. Does it count like passenger arrivals for the profitability for the subsidiaries? Like, does it count how many people the train brings in, and that is the how much money the subsidiaries make? Is that what it does? I don't know. I don't know the mechanics of the game. The game doesn't explain to you the mechanics. So you're just making money and losing money, and you don't even know why. Games really need to not do that. You literally don't know why things are happening. Yeah, no, nothing's happening down there. A lot of new houses around here, though. That's all fine. This grew really fast, this part. Oh crap, they built a road where the track is gonna go. Well, you're gonna be surprised there, because that road is gonna be gone. Oh, that's my phone. Can you hear that? Okay, yes. Okay, there's enough materials for a ski slope. Let's build one. Construction, entertainment, ski slope. Just keep spamming the ski slopes. Because the city needs more leisure. Although the ski slopes really don't contribute very much to the leisure, to be honest. And also interesting how the city doesn't build leisure activities by itself. I think all the theaters and all the cinemas that are in place so far have been built by me, and not the game itself. Oh, I said I was going to build a theater out here, didn't I? Oh, there's not enough materials, never mind. Never mind, a giant apartment block has used up all the materials. Although I can build one here. Alright, construction, entertainment, theater, let's just plot one down right there, awesome. Use all the materials. And then I have to stop spending money because I have to pay $1 billion in taxes again next year. Not that many skyscrapers, only a few around here. I guess there's 3 of them, and they're not that tall. This is the oldest part of the game, I guess. Like, when you started the game, There was already a town there, and there was a town here as well, right? A lot of apartments. Huh, materials being used up here. I guess these apartments are being built. And not much else to say, except a lot of new houses in this area. And houses being built out here too. Interesting. Nothing here, no roads, no buildings. Why is there a gap here? I don't understand. Actually, no, just leave it. I was thinking of putting more trains, but then I don't actually have enough slots for trains. I can build, say, 24 to 30. I can build 9 more trains. I can build 9 more trains, and there's like I've only built like 1/3 of the map so far. Maybe we won't fill the map. Maybe we just stop building when we run out of slots for trains. Or I can just take them off. You know, even though they're really profitable here on this loop, I can just remove them from here. Because there's just not enough train slots. What I could have done also is started off building bigger stations. And so then I can just have longer trains. So I can make, I can carry more people with fewer trains. It's a bit too late for that now though. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe I can still adjust all of this to accommodate longer trains. It'll be quite a bit of work. It might still be possible to rebuild all of these stations. Actually, yeah, I think I can do that. It would take quite a bit of work though. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. It'll cost a lot of money as well. And I'd have to redo all the timetables for the freight trains because I'm changing the stations. But more profits. More profits. It might actually be worth it. Alright, it's the 10th of December. Soon we're gonna save the game and sell everything and see what happens to our property taxes. I suspect it's still gonna be $1 billion in property taxes. Even if I sell everything. City data, yeah, that's still pretty much the same. How big is the big station? Elevated station, that's 5 squares is short. Long is 7 squares. Yeah, I can do that. I can just turn them all into big stations and then have longer trains for all of them. I might do that. I might actually do that next time I come back and play this. It would make sense to do it. I'll have to change a lot of things. Alright, stop the time. Save the game. And mark it. Sell everything that the game will let me sell. So sell all of that. Sell the stadiums. Sell your landmark. Sell the airport. We sold everything and we probably lost a lot of money from building and selling the airport. And then let the time run, and then balance sheet. So the subsidiary appraisal is still $4.7 billion. The subsidiaries, because most of it is actually stations and factories and station concourses. So most of the value is actually station concourses and factories. So never mind that. The facilities is still the same. Subsidiaries is still almost the same. And it's still gonna be $1 billion in taxes. It's still $1 billion in taxes. Crap. Well, we just sold a lot of property, so now we have $3 billion to play with. I don't know, should I sell it? Okay, so the property tax is 839 billion, right? Let me just load the game. What is it? It's almost $900 billion for the property tax alone. And then let's just not sell it and see what happens to the balance sheet. So I dumped about $2 billion worth of subsidiaries by selling everything. What if I don't sell anything? What's the tax then? See, if I pay $1 billion taxes now, I won't have enough money to expand anywhere. Or do any sort of expansion. $1 billion in taxes is $200 million more. Or $100 million more in taxes. $1 billion in property taxes. You know what? I'm gonna take a break. When we come back in the next video, I'm seriously just gonna do nothing for a year. And just see if we actually make enough of a profit to pay back the taxes. And if we do make a profit, how much of a profit do we actually make? Just to see if we can actually afford those taxes at all. This seems kind of crazy. I swear, like the economy in this game is just completely messed up. $1 billion in property tax? Why property tax? 10% property tax? Does that happen anywhere in the world? It's not profit, it's not income tax. It's property tax on your fixed assets. 10%. Or like, I don't know. Alright, so I'm just gonna stop playing now. When we come back, we're gonna spend a year doing nothing and just see what the balance sheet looks like and whether or not the taxes are actually more than the profits. If they are, I don't even know what's going on. I'll see you guys in the next video.